We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. As the hands team makes a sure catch. The Boilermakers offense will get first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Handoff from the gun. Knocked down behind the line, and this defense trying to shut down the running game and set the tone right out of the gate. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work again.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to pass. It's Moffitt. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. All down, but They'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more.
Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
He'll try it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Smith dropping to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some move.
Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. On the run, it's Young. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy...
And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll run the counter.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
Makes the grab. It's Harvin. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Man, these Notre Dame linebackers are flying around. Remember that game that Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah had against Clemson? This guy could be in for that kind of night.
Yeah, and when you can do that, you change the whole offensive philosophy. When I'm getting tackles for losses and I'm getting you behind the sticks, I get to have even more fun and get after your quarterback and play the pass and not have to worry about the run.
Oh, my, he just shanked that one. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for... Catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Smith wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make him make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Smith dropping to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave.
Nah, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get behind the defense. Caught at the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't connect on his first throw.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
To the air, it's Moffitt. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
The Irish needing just inches for the first down. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks, it's Larson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. Lost a throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Finds a crease at the 20. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
Safe completion on the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll try to slam it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much more.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the grab close to the logo. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Off play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Handoff to the lone back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 30. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Leaves it with the back. And into the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks. And
he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He's got him. There he goes. And tackled there by the defense.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. It's just a simple hitch route. Because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
It's picked off and another empty drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
They'll run it on the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They want that clock to run. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Got his man on the outside. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football and hope is... There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.